I'm gonna wait right here for just a moment, give people time to come in and get in. Make sure you let me know that you're here when you get here. Type in hello or wave something, let me know you're here. This does not show me sometimes when people are here. So, here we go. All right. You will want either a blanket, a yoga blanket, or a beach towel or two for this class this morning. We're going to do some chest opening, work on strengthening the lungs. So if you don't have a yoga blanket, but do have beach towel, you're going to want to fold the towels the end to end, and then just kind of fold it in half again and then roll it. Now this is a very small roll, so you may want a second one because you're going to be laying on it. It depends on whether you have a bath sheet or a towel, because you're going to want to either tuck this down and have your head on it and you still want it to support your back, or you will want a second towel to just roll up underneath it and place there so that your head can be up slightly so that you can have a nice long roll. Now, if you do have a yoga blanket, you're going to do the long roll for it as well. You will fold fringe to fringe and then fringe to fringe. And then you will either long roll or fold it, either one. And then you're going to tuck the fringe in underneath, and that's where your head is going to rest for the breath work that we're going to do this morning. So you're going to start placing your blanket. Let me close these curtains here. I think the light, not that one. Plants. Here we go. Maybe that's a little better. So you're going to tuck the fringe in if you've got a blanket, or tuck your other towel up. You're going to sit, have your buttocks resting right here at the edge of the towel or the yoga blanket, and you're going to lie on the yoga blanket. Your shoulders, so you've got a nice little pillow, you've got that tucked underneath here for your head, and your shoulders are falling off of the blanket, so reaching towards the mat, but they're not, depending on how high or how thick your towel or mat is or blanket, the shoulders are probably not going to touch the floor. You can bring your hands out to the side with the palms up. And the reason we want the palms up is because you're opening the shoulders and opening the chest. So take the hands and place the palms down and see how that closes the shoulders in, and then open the palms with them up, and you'll see how that opens the shoulders and is stretching the pec minor, as well as opening the chest cavity area and opening the heart. You can have your knees bent if this is more comfortable to you for your back. Making sure you've got yourself nice and comfortable on your blanket or the towel, because this should not be painful. So if you need to move the towel up or down somewhere, if you have lower back issues, that's fine. And also, you can, if it's fine, you can lay your feet out nice and straight. But keeping your palms open. If you do have your knees bent, gently place the kneecaps together and walk your feet out a little bit. Now begin to inhale and exhale through your nose. Just nice and easy breath. We're going to check in with that breath this morning. Notice and see, maybe you are shallowly breathing up here in the clavicular area, right up here up at the top of the chest. Most of us, that's where we tend to breathe anyway. And we're going to open the chest. We're going to begin to strengthen the lungs. So having this big open area, you're opening the rib area, giving yourself more room to breathe. So let's gently just notice and see where that breath is this morning. We're going to do some deep inhales and some full complete exhales. We're going to start short and we're going to extend them as we move through the breath. So inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Let's exhale the breath all the way out. And inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. As you inhale, fill that belly up with air. Feel it rise and expand. As you exhale, let that belly fall, contract. Inhale deeply, 2, 3, 4. Exhale completely, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, belly rises, 2, 3, 4. Exhale completely, belly falls, 3, 4. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, belly rises, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, belly falls, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great big inhale, expand that belly, 4, 5, 6. Complete exhale, belly falls, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, belly rises, 3, 4, full complete. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. Gently bringing the palms to the belly, letting those shoulders relax just a moment after opening up. And then slowly rolling over to one side or the other and pressing yourself up and moving the blanket or towel out of your way and coming to a seated position. Finding yourself in your seated position, you can have your legs crossed. If that's not comfortable to you, you can have your legs up, nice with your knees bent, making sure you're sitting on the sits bones, not on the tailbone. Or you can have the legs out to the side, straight out, whichever is most comfortable for you this morning. And sitting nice and tall. Gently take these first two fingers and press that chin back till you feel that neck line up with your spine. We tend to spend most of our days with our necks jutted out, especially since we spend so much time on the screens nowadays. So gently pressing that chin back till you feel that neck line up with your spine. Now, let's drop that right ear to the right shoulder. Feeling that stretch on the left side of the neck. Inhale back up to the center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, back to the center. Gently drop the chin to the chest. Feel the back of the neck stretch. Inhale, back up to the center. Exhale, gently lift that chin up till it's parallel to the floor. Feel that front of the throat stretch. And back to the center. And make sure you pull that chin back again. Now let's take that left hand, and I want you to bring it to the right thigh. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale that right hand back down behind you, pressing that palm firmly into the floor. Take a big inhale, reach the crown of the head to the ceiling. Exhale, twist over to the right. Looking over your shoulders if you're looking into the back seat of a car. Shoulders are squared, spine is nice and tall. Making sure you can inhale and exhale easily. If you can't, if you're struggling to inhale or exhale, gently come out of the twist. Inhale back to the center and exhale, release. Now taking that right hand to the left thigh, inhale that left arm up, exhale, reach it behind you, planting that palm firmly on the floor or your mat. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist over to the left. Again, looking over that left shoulder as if you're looking into the back seat of the car. Coming out of the twist if you need to. Inhale back to the center and exhale, release. Placing both hands nice and firmly onto the mat. Let's inhale that left arm up and exhale over to the right, making sure you keep this left hip on the mat. You do not want that left hip coming up. You can bend that right elbow, getting this nice side body stretch. Bending that elbow, but pressing the floor away from you with that right hand. Making sure you're pressing that left hip into the floor for the big side body stretch. Inhale back up to the center. Exhale, release. Placing that left hand on the floor. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale over to the left this time. Again, keeping the right hip on the floor, not lifting it up. Bending that left elbow, pressing the floor away from you, getting that great big side body stretch here. Inhale back up and exhale, release. Now, making sure you get your towel or your blanket if you've got troublesome knees, because we are going to our hands and knees now. So getting in a nice tabletop position. Tabletop, you want your shoulders over your wrists and you want your hips over your knees. Your spine is going to be nice and straight and your gaze is going to be gently looking at the floor. You can have the toes curled or you can have the toes flat. Does not matter for this next movement. We're still warming up. So I want you to bring your right hand behind the right ear. Gently looking down at the floor. Inhale, reach that right elbow up to the ceiling and open. Exhale, bring that elbow in between the arm and the knee into tightness. Inhale, open. Exhale, into tightness. Inhale, open. Exhale, into tightness. Inhale, open. Reach that right arm all the way up. And then exhale. I want you to thread that hand in between the arm and the leg, dropping that right shoulder to the floor and the right ear to the floor. Bringing that left arm out in front of you. Hips are up to the ceiling and breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that left hand underneath that shoulder. Press yourself back up to your tabletop, and we're going to go to the other side. So take that left hand behind the left ear. Inhale, reach that elbow up to the ceiling. Exhale that elbow in between the arm and the leg, making sure you're not sinking into that shoulder. Press the floor away. Inhale, open. Exhale in. Inhale, open. Exhale in. Inhale, open. Exhale in. Inhale, open. Reach that left hand up, all the way up. Exhale, thread it through the arm and the leg, dropping that left shoulder to the ground and that left ear to the ground this time. Reaching that right arm up and breathe. Hips are up to the ceiling for 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that right hand underneath the shoulder. Press yourself all the way back up. And now, I want you to take that right leg out to the side. And you're going to keep that right leg out to the side. And this time I want you to curl the toes on that left foot and press the hips and thighs back, lifting the toes up. Inhale, pull forward, and exhale, press back. Inhale, pull forward, exhale, press back. Inhale, pull forward, exhale, bring those knees back. Now take that left leg out to the side. Toes are pointed up and the right toes are curled underneath. Take a big inhale. Exhale, press the hips and thighs back. Release the hips and thighs here. Relax them. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, pull forward. And exhale, press back. Inhale, pull forward. And exhale, bring yourself back into your tabletop position. We're going to move into cat-cow for just a moment. Again, making sure your shoulders are over your wrists and your hips are over your knees. Gaze gently down. Let's curl those toes. And let's inhale, lift the head up, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back for cow. Exhale, flip the toes. Press the floor away from you. Tuck the chin to the chest and arch that back for cat. Inhale, head up, tail up, belly drops, cow. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, press the floor away from you, cat. Inhale, curl the toes, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, cow. Exhale, toes to the floor, arch the back, press the floor away from you, cat. Now begin cat and cow using your breath, opening and closing the spine. This should feel good to you this morning. One more each direction. Finishing with your favorite cat or cow. And we're going to meet back in tabletop position. Now, once you make it to your tabletop position, I want you to bring your arms all the way up to the top of the mat. Fingertips are splayed nice and wide. You're going to keep your hips over your knees. And you're going to drop your chest towards the floor. So if you need to walk those hands up some more, it's perfectly fine. Keep the butt towards the ceiling, drop the chest towards the floor. You may not get that chest all the way to the floor or the chin to the floor. That's perfectly fine. You're still getting the work. If you can drop the chin or the forehead to the floor. Now, press those palms firmly into that mat and begin to pull the hands back towards you. Feel the shoulder blades just kind of glide down your back and breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly press yourself up and walk your hands back up. You still want them in front of your shoulders a little bit. We're fixing to move into our downward facing dog. So the knuckles of your palms are going to be pressed firmly into the mat and the fingertips are going to be splayed nice and wide. Curl your toes and shift the hips up towards the ceiling. Drop the head between the arms. Downward facing dog. Take a big inhale and then exhale. Drop the shoulders away from the ears and breathe. The heels should be pressing towards the floor. You can walk your dog. You can pedal your feet out. Wiggle, waggle your hips. Do what feels good to you this morning. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly walk yourself all the way up to the top of the mat and exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms, come all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, gentle arch back. Inhale up. Exhale, nice forward fold. Press the hips and thighs back. Keep the spine straight all the way to the floor. Inhale, halfway up. Bring your hands to your shins. Press those hands firmly into those shins. Roll the shoulders back. Reach the crown of your head forward, lengthening the spine. You should feel that length in the spine all the way out, as well as feel a nice little stretch in your hamstrings. Take a big inhale and exhale, forward fold. Now, I want you to step the left leg back. I want you to walk that right foot all the way to the outside of your mat so that your hands are on the inside of that right foot. Press the heel to the floor. Now inhale that right arm up and open and twist. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring that hand back down. Now walk that right foot back in and place that right hand to the outside. Shift the hips back. Straighten that right leg. And exhale, reach the chin towards the toes. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bend that right knee. Bring that right hand to the inside again and walk that right foot back to the outside of the mat. Now get your balance. This is a big balance here. Inhale, left arm up and open and twist. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, back down. And step that right foot back into plank. Now bring that left foot forward to the outside of those hands. So the hands are on the inside of that left foot. Inhale that left arm up and open and twist. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hands down. And shift the hips back. Straighten that left leg. Now walk the left hand to the outside of that left foot and walk that left foot in a little bit. Reach the chin to the toes and breathe. Both legs are straight for 2. And 1. Inhale, pull that left knee forward. Bring that left hand to the inside of the foot and walk that foot back to the outside again. Inhale, get your balance. Reach that right arm up and open and twist. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, back down. Step that left leg back to plank. Now shift the hips up, downward facing dog again, and breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. I want you to slowly pull out to plank again and drop to your knees. Bring the big toes together, widen those knees out. We're going to a wide leg child's pose. So press the hips back towards the heels. You can drop the forehead to the mat if that's available to you. If it's not, bring your hands into fists on top of each other and drop that forehead to the top of the fist. Gently, right and left, that forehead over the fists to the floor, massaging the forehead. Finding a moment of stillness here, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up. Now, walk those knees in just a little bit. Walk your way to the top of your mat, and then slowly lower yourself all the way down. Walk myself back. Now, I want you to flip those toes till the toenails are pressed firmly into the floor. I want you to reach your arms out in front of you. Drop that forehead to the floor. Pressing the toenails into the floor and the hips into the floor. Now inhale, lift the head and chest, the right arm and the left leg. You're pressing that left hand and the right foot firmly into the floor. And exhale, release. This time, inhale, left arm, right leg up, pressing that right hand and left foot and the hips firmly into the floor. Exhale, release. This time we're going to lift all of it up. Inhale, both arms, both legs, and head and chest, and breathe. And exhale, lower. Bringing those hands on top of each other, gently dropping that forehead to the back of both the hands. Take a breath here. Slowly bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. Press yourself up. And then now, let's come on over and turn. And then find yourself lying on your back. Your knees are bent here. Now take your right foot. I want you to bring your right ankle on top of that left knee. Gently place that right hand on top of that right thigh. And gently let that knee just butterfly. You're not actually doing any pressing, you're just placing that hand there. Gently letting it butterfly for a moment. Now let's find a moment of stillness here. Now you are taking this knee and you're trying to press it towards the floor, so you're opening that hip a little bit. Let's inhale. Let's lift that left leg up and grasp behind the thigh of that left leg. And you've got a couple of options here. You can drop that left heel down, or you can reach that left leg straight up to the ceiling. And you keep continuously pressing that knee out. Little figure 4 here, and breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you've got the leg up to the ceiling, gently drop that leg back down. And then now you can release that thigh. Now, I want you to take your hands, press yourself up to your elbows, and keep pressing that knee out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can stay here if it's available. Come on up to your hands and feel a little more intensity here. Foot is nice and flexed, protecting the knee and the ankle for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly dropping back down to the elbows, and then all the way down to the back. Now, taking that ankle and then that knee, and slowly go ahead and closing that loop so those legs are crossed. Bringing your arms out to the side, palms up. Let's take a big inhale, and then exhale, drop those knees over to the right. Your gaze is looking up at the ceiling, trying to keep both shoulders onto the mat. Inhale back up to the center. Exhale, reset the hips. Take a big inhale. Exhale, drop the knees over to the left this time. Trying to keep both shoulders on the floor, on the mat, relax. Inhale back up to the center. Exhale, release. Uncross those ankles or those knees. Now take that left ankle and bring it on top of that right knee. Foot is nice and flexed, protecting that ankle and knee. And walk that right heel back towards the buttocks. Gently placing that left hand on the thigh. You're not putting any pressure there. Just let that knee butterfly for just a moment. Nice and gentle. And then inhale, lift that right leg up, grasp behind the thigh. You can let that heel drop towards the buttocks, or you can reach that right leg straight up to the ceiling, whichever you prefer. Making sure you're trying to press that knee out towards the floor. You can keep this knee dropped and breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you've got that leg straight up to the ceiling, gently bend that knee, let that drop. And then drop that right foot to the floor. Bring your hands to the floor, and you're going to press yourself up to the elbows again. Keeping that foot nice and flexed, and breathe. Pressing that knee out towards the floor for 3, 2, and 1. If you can stay here, or if it's available, press yourself on up to your hands and feel how much more intense this stretch gets. Keeping that foot flexed, that left foot flexed for 3. Relaxing the hips, relaxing the buttocks, 2. And 1. Slowly coming back down to the elbows. And then slowly lowering yourself all the way back down to the mat. Feel the release. And then go ahead and cross those knees. Close that loop. Bring those hands out to the side, palms up again. Take a big inhale. Exhale, drop those knees over to the right. Trying to keep that left shoulder on the floor, on the mat, if that's available. And breathe. Inhale back up to the center. Exhale, release. Take a big inhale. Exhale, drop those knees over to the left. Trying to keep that right shoulder on the mat. And breathe. Inhale back up to the center. And exhale, release. And uncross those ankles. And now, let's keep those knees bent. And I want you to straighten that left leg out. We're going to do a spinal twist. We just twisted the hips. We're going to do a spinal twist. Bringing those hands back out to the side again. Take a big inhale. And exhale, drop that right knee over to the left, placing that left hand on top of that right thigh. Gazes up at the ceiling, or gently looking over the right fingertips, whichever feels better to you this morning. And breathe. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, release, straightening that right leg, bend that left knee. Arms out to the side, palms up again. Take a big inhale. Exhale, drop those knees over to the right this time. and placing that right hand on top of the left. Gazes up at the ceiling or gently looking over the left fingertips. Inhale back up to the center and exhale, release, bringing both of those legs out straight and finding yourself into whatever you want your final Shavasana relaxation position to be. For most people, this is having your legs about mat width apart, palms out to the side, arms out to the side, palms up. If this is not comfortable for you, you can lie on your back with your knees bent. You can have a pillow or a blanket or something underneath your knees to give you some relief if you've got troublesome knees. You can have one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, or both hands on your belly, finding your comfortable Shavasana position. And now, let's bring your awareness to all the points of contact your body has with the floor or the mat. With every exhale, softening and relaxing in, sinking deeper into the mat. Let's take a great big inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. And again, great big inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. And now, I want you to visualize in your mind this nice, great, big ball of yellow-orange light and warmth. Beginning at the top of the head, feel this nice, warm, heavy feeling. Maybe it's a liquid, a light, warm and heavy, moving down the top of the head, down the back of the head and the neck, warm and heavy down the spine, all the way down the end of the spine. Warm and heavy over the forehead, over the bridge of the nose, warm and heavy over the cheekbones. Cheekbones just kind of melt down the side of the face. Warm and heavy over the lips and the jaw. That jaw unhinges just slightly, releasing the tongue from the back of the throat and the roof of the mouth. Warm and heavy across the shoulders. Those shoulders sink deeper into the mat or in the floor. Warm and heavy over the upper arms and the forearms. Warm and heavy over the wrists, the palms of the hands, the backs of the hands and the fingers. Warm and heavy over the top of the chest, the rib cage and the abdomen. Warm and heavy across the hips. Those hips splay out just a little bit more maybe. Releasing those femur bones so that the thighs just melt into the mat. Warm and heavy over the kneecaps. They just kind of lift and float away. Warm and heavy over the shin bones. And the calves just puddle to the floor. Warm and heavy over the ankles, the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet and the toes. Completely cocooned in this warm, heavy feeling. You are safe. You are secure. And you are loved. Imagining yourself cocooned in this warm, heavy feeling in your happy place, wherever your happy place may be today. Maybe you're in your happy place already. Maybe your happy place is the beach. Or maybe it's somewhere in the woods. Maybe it's a pasture full of wildflowers. Your happy place. Go there. For the next couple of minutes, you don't have to go anywhere or do anything or be anybody for anybody else. This is your time to relax and let go. Too often, out of sheer habit, we tighten up, tense up, and then approach life from that stance. When we have something to do, our automatic response may be to tense up, shoulders and neck strained, back bent and cramped, breathing shallow. But anything that needs to be done can be done better if we're relaxed. Learn to relax. Program your body, each part of it, to let go and be at ease. Allow yourself to come into your natural posture and alignment. Learn to relax until moving, acting, speaking, being all come naturally from this relaxed place. Find activities that help you do this. A hot bath, a steam bath, a massage, sunning, walking, meditation, yoga. Teach yourself to become aware of how your body feels during these activities. Memorize that feeling. Practice relaxing until you can recall that memory and carry it throughout your day. Periodically throughout the day, take a few moments to check your tension level. If you find any part of your body tense, take a few more moments to consciously relax that part. Visualize warmth and ease flooding any part of your body that has become tight or is in pain. Let the tension, the stress, the blocks drain from the top to the bottom. Your body wants to relax. It wants to be comfortable. It wants to heal itself. Empty your mind of tense thoughts and let it follow your body into relaxation and calm. Allow your mind to become still. Quietly accept each thought, then release it. Breathing in comforting, healing energy. Breathe it into your mind, into each cell of your body. Breathe out stress, strain, discomfort, and fear. Don't resist what you're feeling or thinking. Accept it, then release it. Just as water cannot pass naturally through a pinched hose, your vital life force cannot flow freely if you're cramped and tense. Honor the life force that is in you, that flows through you. Honor it by relaxing, opening to it, and inviting it to surge through your body. The techniques of relaxation will refresh, restore, and recharge you so that you can do all you need to do with more power and vigor than before. Anything that needs to be done can be done better if you relax. Take a deep breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring a little movement into your body. Roll your wrists and ankles. Take another deep breath. Lift your arms up over your head. Give yourself a big stretch. And then bend your knees and roll over to your favorite side, right or left, whichever one you need today. And then stretching your top leg out for balance. With your head heavy, press yourself up to a seated position. Lokai Samastai Sukino Bhavantu. May you have peace and happiness. May I have peace and happiness. May all beings have peace and happiness. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.